Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakah HaKodash, and double honors to the head apostles / elder bishops of the great millstone who teach and who rule well. Peace, blessings, and safety to all you sincere Akim. Keep pushing, keep believing, and keep the faith, regardless of whether people hear or whether they forbear. And this is going to be a response to the title of this video that I have showed right here. This is just a screenshot from One Body. All right, One Body, Dallas. Okay. And in the title, as you can see, it says, "Give me 2 or 3 precepts that Esau is the white man." All right, let's weigh the fire. Okay, so challenge accepted. All right, challenge accepted. He said, "Give me 2 or 3. I'm gonna give you maybe 4 or 5, and we're gonna go ahead and jump right into it." All right, this is the topic that of course is a big and major stumbling block for the majority of our people, for 2/3. All right, they hate that all nations can't be saved. They hate that Esau Edom, all right, is the so-called white man. Okay, they don't want to see their slave master be taken down, taken out of power, and trodden down. All right, they would prefer that Esau remains in power and that the devil continues to rule over this world pretty much for eternity. All right, why? Because he allows them freedom to be wicked. Because you see, in the world of Yahushai, all right, in the new world that is to come, there's not going to be wickedness and sin running rampant. All right, it's not going to be allowed. Okay, so our people, they would love if this world would continue. All right, all the wicked and perverse and twisted philosophies, doctrines, all right, the wine that has everybody drunk, our people would love to continue to sip on that. But Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai has a different plan. Okay, but anyways, without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and jump right into it. All right, once again, response to give me 2 or 3 precepts that Esau is the so-called, okay, white man. All right, so without further ado, once again, let's jump into it. All right, let's go to the book of let's go to the book of Joel chapter 3. We'll start there. All right, and this is going into pretty much World War III. All right, and why the Lord is going to bring World War III. Okay, and it tells you part of it is because the controversy of Zion. All right, pretty much how the southern kingdom, Judah, all right, was taken captive, all right, by the Hamites, all right, the quote unquote African nations, and sold into captivity to Esau Edom, all right, the so-called white men, which are in the Bible, it calls them the Grecians. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and read it. This is Joel chapter 3 and verse 1. "For behold, in those days and in that time, when I shall bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem." I'm gonna bring them again, meaning those that went into captivity. I'm gonna pull them out and bring them back. He says, "I will also gather all nations and will bring them down into the valley of Yahweh Shaphat," all right, meaning Yahweh's judgment, "and will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations and parted my land. And they have cast lots for my people, and have given a boy for an harlot, and sold a girl for wine, that they might drink." All right, now look at this. Okay, verse 4 says, "Yea, and what have ye to do with me, O Tyre and Zidon, and all the coast of Palestine?" Okay, so people, I'm going to go to the blue letter for this actually, because see, people think that that those that are over there in Palestine right now, I think that those are the original inhabitants. But all right, Palestine, okay, is actually the land of Canaan. All right, going back all the way to the Old Testament book of Genesis. All right, when the land that was promised to Abraham, all right, Isaac and Jacob, is the land of Canaan. Okay, and who are the Canaanites today? They are the so-called sub-Saharan Africans. This is Joel chapter 3 and verse 4. All right, and here we are in the blue letter. Okay, and we're going to see what Tyre is. Let's see. A Phoenician city on the Mediterranean coast. Nope. Phoenician city on the Mediterranean coast, north of Tyre. Let me see. So like it, bear with me. Okay, here we are. This is what I really want to get. Okay, so Palestine or Philistia, all right, the land of sojourners, it says the general territory on the west coast of Canaan, or the entire country of Palestine. All right, so before it was called Palestine, all right, or the creation state of Israel we have today, all right, it was the land of Canaan. Okay, and actually, as a matter of fact, let's go ahead and prove that right quick. All right, we'll see what it looks like or where it's at. Okay, so here's a map of it. You can see, all right, that is what's known of as the land of Palestine today. All right, that was the land of Canaan. Okay, but before that, all right, before it was known as Palestine, it was known as the land of Canaan. So the Lord, he's addressing, all right, Tyre and Zidon, which are the Canaanites. Okay, he says, yea, and what have ye to do with me, O Tyre and Zidon, and all the coast of Palestine? Will ye render me a recompense? And if ye recompense me swiftly and speedily, will I return your recompense upon your own head? Because ye have taken my silver and my gold, and have carried away into your temples my goodly pleasant things. The children also of Judah and the children of Jerusalem have ye sold unto the Grecians, that ye might remove them far from their border. All right, so those of Tyre and Zidon, okay, the Canaanites, all right, which is once again so-called West Africans or Sub-Saharan Africans today. All right, what did they do? They captured us and they sold us to the Europeans to go into slavery, all right, into captivity. Okay, and they actually made movies about this. The Woman King, all right, that was a movie they made about it. All right, the Dahomey tribe, I believe is what it was called. All right, and really, it's almost going into a whole different lesson. But you see right here, all right, the history of the kingdom of Dahomey. Okay, it says that the history of the kingdom of Dahomey spans 300 years from 1600 to 1904, with the rise of the kingdom of Dahomey as a major power on the Atlantic coast of modern-day Benin until French conquest. Let me see. Okay, see, I'm right here. All right. Okay, that's where I'm going to start reading from. Dahomey became a major center in the Atlantic slave trade until 1852, when the British imposed a naval blockade to stop the trade. Okay, so the Dahomey, all right, they were the ones, okay, they're the ones that are modern day Canaanites. What did they do? All right, those of Tyre and Zidon, what did they do? They sold us, okay, sold the children of Israel unto the Grecians, that ye might remove them far from their border. All right, now where else is this spoken of? Okay, so who are the Grecians? Let's see. All right, let's prove that they are that the Grecians are ESAU. Okay, because it's going to say the same thing here in Amos chapter 1. All right, the Lord is going to give a judgment, all right, to those of Palestine, the true inhabitants, the Canaanites, okay, the original inhabitants. He's going to give them a judgment. Why? Because they delivered the whole captivity up to ESAU, which are the Grecians. All right, Amos chapter 1 and verse 6. It says, thus saith the Lord, for 3 transgressions of Gaza, and for 4, all right, we all know Gaza is the strip of Gaza is the coast of Palestine. All right, so for 3 transgressions of Gaza, and for 4, I will not turn away the punishment thereof, because they carried away the captivity, they carried away captive the whole captivity, to deliver them up to Edom. All right. Okay. It says the same thing down here, verse 9. Okay. It says, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, for 3 transgressions of Tyrus, and for 4, I will not turn away the punishment thereof, because they delivered up the whole captivity to Edom, and remembered not the brotherly covenant. Okay. So who did they deliver the captivity up to? Edom. Joel 3 and 6. All right. The children also of Judah and the children of Jerusalem have ye sold unto the Grecians, that ye might remove them far from their border. So Edom and the Grecians are the same people. All right. Who are the Grecians? They descendant of Javan or a Grecian. All right. We all know what Greece is. Okay. That's who the Grecians are. All right. The Greeks. All right. So the Africans, all right, the Hamitic people of Tyre and Zidon, the Canaanites, they sold up the captivity, all right, of Judah and Israel and Jerusalem to the Grecians, all right, which is also Esau, Edom. All right, so that's evidence point number one. Okay, it's the same story being spoken of here. Okay, evidence point number one: the Grecians, who are Europeans, are Esau. All right, they are Edom. Let's get another one. Let's go to Ezekiel chapter 25. All right, Ezekiel 25th chapter, and it's going to talk about the judgment. Okay, the judgment of Esau, Edom. All right. Okay, Ezekiel 25:12. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, because that Edom hath dealt against the house of Judah by taking vengeance, and hath greatly offended and revenged himself upon them. All right, because what did they do? They had us in slavery. They were beating us, had us in chains, yokes of iron, as it says in Deuteronomy 28th chapter. Okay, so what is the Lord going to do? All right, therefore thus saith the Lord Yahweh, I will also stretch out mine hand upon Edom, and will cut off man and beast from it, and I will make it desolate from Teman, and they of Dedan shall fall by the sword. And I will lay my vengeance upon Edom by the hand of my people Israel, and they shall do in Edom according to mine anger and according to my fury, and they shall know my vengeance, saith the Lord Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai. Okay, so I will, you see what it says, I will lay my vengeance upon Edom by the hand of my people Israel. Okay, let's get another precept on this, as a matter of fact. I'm going to do this right quick. Zechariah chapter 9. All right, so the Lord says that I will use my people to execute vengeance upon Esau. All right. Let's see this right quick. Okay, here we are. Zechariah chapter 9 and verse 12. Turn ye to the stronghold, ye prisoners of hope. Even today do I declare that I will render double unto thee. When I have bent Judah for me, and filled the bow with Ephraim, and raised up thy sons, O Zion, against thy sons, O Greece, and made thee as a sword of a mighty man. Okay, so put two and two right next to each other. All right. He says he's going to lay his vengeance upon Edom by the hand of his people Israel. All right. And they shall do in Edom according to his anger and according to his fury. All right. And how is he going to do that? Okay. So he says, I will raise up thy sons, O Zion, against thy sons, O Greece. So Greece and Edom, same people. All right. And made thee as a sword of a mighty man. All right. That's evidence point number 2. Okay. Let's go here next. First Maccabees. All right, First Maccabees chapter 1. And it's going to go into, all right, how the Grecians pretty much, Salakia. All right, it's going to go into how the Grecians, or the Greeks, all right, they pretty much were oppressing the Israelites even back then. Okay, start at verse 1. Just so we know who he's talking about. And it happened after Alexander, the son of Philip the Macedonian, who came out of the land of Kittim, had smitten Darius, king of the Persians and the Medes, that he reigned in his stead, the first over Greece. Okay, so we know what the setting is here. All right. Okay, I'm going to skip down to verse 7. So Alexander died. It's like Alexander reigned 12 years and then he died. All right. And his servants bare rule, everyone in his place. And after his death, they all put crowns upon themselves, so did their sons after them many years. And evils were multiplied in the earth. And there came out of them a wicked root, Antiochus, surnamed Epiphanes, son of Antiochus the king, who had been an hostage at Rome, and he reigned in the 137th year of the kingdom of the Greeks. Okay, so this is the setting that we're in. All right. Now, look at this. Okay, we're gonna continue. We're gonna scroll on down. All right, and let's see. All right, we're gonna scroll on down, and let's see. Okay. All right, right here at verse 20. And after that, Antiochus had smitten Egypt. He returned again in the 143rd year and went up against Israel and Jerusalem with a great multitude, and entered proudly into the sanctuary and took away the golden altar and the candlestick of light and all the vessels thereof, and the table of the showbread and the pouring vessels and the vials and the censer of gold and the veil and the crown and the golden ornaments that were before the temple, all which he pulled off. He took also the silver and the gold and the precious vessels. Also he took the hidden treasures which he found. And when he had taken all away, he went into his own land, having made a great massacre and spoken very proudly. All right. Therefore there was a great mourning in Israel in every place where they were, so that the princes and elders mourned. The virgins and young men were made feeble, and the beauty of women was changed. Every bridegroom took up lamentation, and she sat in the marriage chamber, and she that sat in the marriage chamber was in heaviness. All right. The land also was moved for the inhabitants thereof, and all the house of Jacob was covered with confusion. Okay, so the Grecians, all right, that wicked root, Antiochus Epiphanes, all right, after coming back from Egypt, taking over Egypt, then he came in and he attacked the Israelites, and he sacked their temple, all right, and did a great massacre, as it said. Okay, so this is the setting that it was set in, all right. So what happened here is then you had men that rose up against them, all right, known as the Maccabees, okay, and it tells you who, all right, tells you who they were fighting against, okay. First Maccabees, all right, chapter 4 and verse 59. Moreover, Judas and his brethren, with the whole congregation of Israel, ordained that the days of the dedication of the altar should be kept in their season from year to year, by the space of 8 days, from the 25th day of the month of Caslu, with mirth and gladness. At that time also they builded up the Mount Sion with high walls and strong towers round about, lest the Gentiles should come and tread it down as they had done before. All right, so now they're referring back to what we just read in the first chapter. And they set there a garrison to keep it, and fortified Bethsura to preserve it, that the people might have a defense against Idumea. All right. So who are they trying to defend themselves from? Idumea. All right, because why? Idumea sacked the temple before. Let's see the definition of Idumea. All right, Idumea is another word for Esau, Edom. Edom was an ancient kingdom, all right, in Transjordan, located between Moab to the northeast, etc., etc. But anyways, all right, you see Esau, Edom, and Idumea are the same nation, the same group of people. All right, which here you see the connection between them and the Greeks. Once again, all right, who are the Greeks? Okay, the Greeks are modern day white folks. All right, there's no one else. All right, the Greeks are modern day white people, and that's also the Edomites. Okay, they're the sons of Greece. Let's get a little bit more. All right, how does this play out in modern day times? Jeremiah chapter 16 and verse 14. All right, it says, "Therefore, behold, the days come, saith the Lord, that it shall be no more said, the children liveth that brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt, but the Lord liveth that brought up the children of Israel from the land of the north, and from all the lands whither he had driven them, and I will bring them again into their land that I gave unto their fathers." Hang on, Salakia. Goodness, hang on. Salakia, I'll be right back. Damn it, that's annoying. All right, Salakia. Dang, man. It's irritating as hell. Anyways, all right. Let's get it again. Jeremiah the 16th chapter. Okay, who is how does this play out today? Because we're still under the kingdom of Idumea. We're still in the hands of the Grecians. All right, so-called white people, and we're gonna prove it right here today. All right, Jeremiah chapter 16 and verse 14. Therefore, behold, the days come, saith the Lord, that it shall be no more said, the Lord liveth that brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt. So it's not going to be spoken of anymore. Why? Okay, we're going to read next verse. But the Lord liveth that brought up the children of Israel from the land of the north and from all the lands whither he had driven them. And I will bring them again into their land that I gave unto their fathers. Okay, so the children of Israel, where are they at? All right, they're in the land of the north. Okay, until the Lord delivers them. All right, where is the land of the north? It's also known as the daughter of Babylon. All right, which is America. Let's go ahead and prove that right quick. Let's prove that the land of the north and the daughter of Babylon are one and the same. All right, this is the book of Zechariah chapter 2 and verse 6. All right, it says, Ho, ho, come forth and flee from the land of the north, saith the Lord. For I have spread you abroad as the four winds of the heaven, saith the Lord Yahweh Bashmiel Shai. Deliver thyself, O Zion, that dwellest with the daughter of Babylon. All right, so the land of the north and the daughter of Babylon are one and the same. All right, and that's where the children of Israel are going to be until the Lord comes with his miraculous deliverance. All right, that it said would overshadow, all right, the deliverance of ancient Egypt. So this one's going to be even greater. That's why ancient Egypt is going to no more be spoken of, because this one's going to be even better. All right. So the children of Israel are in the land of the north, also known as Babylon the Great, the daughter of Babylon. All right. So let's see who rules over it. Psalms 137 and 7. Remember, O Lord, the children of Edom in the day of Jerusalem, who said, raise it, even to the foundation thereof. All right. They've sacked Jerusalem multiple times. All right, we just read about it in the time of the Greeks. All right, and then the Romans also did it in 70 A.D. Okay, so the children of Israel are crying out, remember the children of Edom that did this. All right, verse 8, it says, O daughter of Babylon, who art to be destroyed, happy shall he be that rewardeth thee, as thou hast served us. Okay, so the daughter of Babylon is associated also with Esau, Edom. All right. So once again, who is running the daughter of Babylon? All right, who's running the whole world, really? All right, the so-called white man. There's no other nation of people that is in power in the way that the so-called white man is. All right, they pretty much run society. Because people try to say that the so-called Arab is Esau. All right, the Arabs aren't running anything. They don't have power in a mass scale the way that the Europeans do. All right, and also not only that, but if the children of Israel are here in America and the daughter of Babylon, it's not the Arabs that are oppressing. It's not the Arabs that are in power. It's the so-called white man. He's the one that's in power. All right, and just to really solidify it, let's close out with this. All right, 2 Ezra chapter 6 and verse 2 Ezra chapter 6 and verse 7. Then answered I and said, what shall be the parting asunder of the times? Or when shall be the end of the first and the beginning of it that followeth? All right, so when is going to be the end of the world? All right, and in verse 8, and he said unto me, even Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau. All right, it says, for Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. All right, so whoever's running society at the end of the world, all right, that is Esau. Okay, that's Esau. And there's nowhere in the Bible, okay, where it says that the heathens would go to war and another heathen nation would take over and that they would be a fifth heathen rulership. All right, it only speaks of four beasts. As a matter of fact, let's go to the blue letter and it'll tell you exactly who it is. All right, who the four beasts are in the blue letter. All right, I believe it's Daniel the second. Oh, let me go there. Daniel the second chapter. All right, and Daniel 7 talks about the four beasts. All right, the four kingdoms that should rule on the earth. You had the Babylonians and Assyrians. That's kingdom number 1. The Persians and the Medes, kingdom number 2. And then the Greeks, kingdom number 3. And then kingdom number 4 is the Romans. All right, both the Greeks and the Romans, what are they? They are so-called white people. All right. So let me see. So here it goes into the kingdoms. All right. Okay. So it says, you see how it's titled? It says the interpretation, Babylon, the first kingdom. All right. And then you had Medio-Persia, all right, kingdom number 2, and Greece. Okay, see, it said Daniel 2:39, and after thee shall arise another kingdom inferior to thee, and another third kingdom of brass, which shall bear rule over all the earth. All right, so that third kingdom is the Grecians. Okay, and then the fourth kingdom, and the fourth kingdom shall be as strong as iron. There's never, and it doesn't say anything about a fifth one. And the fourth kingdom shall be as strong as iron. For as much as iron breaketh in pieces and subdueth all things, and as iron that breaketh all these, shall it break in pieces and bruise. Okay, and who is that fourth kingdom? Rome. All right, and who are the Romans? Who are the Greeks? They're both so-called white people. They're both Edomites. All right, and they are the ones that are going to be in control when the Heavenly Father sends His Son to come down here and take over the earth. All right, so they are ESAU. All right. They're the only ones in power. They are the end of the world, and Jacob's beginning of it that followeth. And I could do more, but you know what? I'll close out with that. That should suffice. So with that being said, all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakodash, Shalom. On to the next one.